All right, it's Headliner Magic, and today we're going to be showing you how to do some visors on a 2019 Chevy Crew Cab truck. Stay tuned. First thing you want to do is extend your little handle here. Cut you about 18 inches wide of material and position it about middle ways. Then you're going to make you a small incision cut right at this little arm here. And position it right in between like so. After you've done that, we're gonna go ahead and grab our glue and we're gonna spray right at the edge here and get ready to make the outline of where we're gonna be putting the rest of the glue. So if you look there, this right here basically gives you the outline on this piece of material of how big we'll be spraying that glue there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and overlap this piece of suede right on top of here and give it a small little rub. What that's going to do is mark the position of glue on the other side. Then I'm gonna pull that back real quick. And it's hard for you to see it there, but I can see that there's a little trailing outline here of glue. I'm gonna take that and go ahead and shoot me a small outline of glue there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply that back to the visor and smooth that out. Now, with all my edges looking real nice, you guys can see that it's already starting to take shape. Next, I'm going to use me a little razor blade here. And where that clip is, we're going to get ready to make that small incision there. Because I will need to bring that and tuck it in. So I've made a little small cut there. And now I'll be taking the other side of the material bringing it back over here. And what I want to do is, you can see this clip here, I'm going to raise it up and I'm going to tuck this piece right underneath there. And there we go, we got that hook, we got that little clip showing itself. And I'm going to give that little material a nice little tuck under there just so I can see it real good. All right. And now you can see that thing starting to take its shape. Right here at the edge of there, we'll be taking our small screwdriver and we'll be tucking those edges in as well. But next, we're gonna get ready to wrap this other side here. So that way the two pieces of material will meet right here in the middle. And then all of that will get tucked in. Now, your mirror, we're probably wondering, how are we gonna take care of that? Well, it'll be tucked in as well, but we're gonna go ahead and spray around the mirror so we can get it formed and we'll have it where the material's not moving around on us. So now we have our outline here on this piece of material of where we need to spray the glue. We can go ahead and do that. All right. Now, if you guys are using a spray can, you may not feel as comfortable spraying it as I did, so you might want to put some tape on this mirror so that way you don't get any glue on it and risk having it glued down to that little mirror. But we're professionals here, so we skip that step. All right. So now that we're laying out our material, we want to make sure that all the wrinkles are not, there's no wrinkles in it, and we want to smooth it out. All right, it's looking beautiful. You can see the outline of the mirror there. So our next step is that we want to take a razor blade and we want to reach in and kind of lift this thing up just a little bit so where you can put your little nick in there. Then you'll cut a little excess, a little access hole here. Not too big, because you don't want to cut too much material that you can't bounce back from. So now we have that little small hole cut there. We want to use that to reach in here and pull this mirror open. Like so. And now that we got our mirror open, we're going to be able to see how much material that we can cut away. And what I normally do is take my razor blade and just go right around the mirror and the inner glass. That's the first cuts that I make. And what that does, it allows me to kind of have an idea of how far I can cut my material. And then I'll start using my little flathead screwdriver, as you can see here, and I will tuck in and around those edges, like so. Now, if you see it's starting to take shape, doing sun visors is a little tedious process, but if you'll take your time with it, you definitely will be successful. I'm just going to cut a little bit more, a little more of this extra material off here. And continue my tucking process. And this material that I'm using is what we call an unbacked suede. It's available on our website, headlinermagic.com or headlinermagic.net. The tucking process, like I said, is very tedious, time consuming, but you take your time with it and just tuck it in right around there. All right, guys. The mirror is all tucked in, nice and beautiful. Now we're gonna get ready to tuck in this little edge here. I am gonna have to cut a little piece here, so that way we'll have it where we need it. Just cut the little excess out right there, and we'll begin to tuck that in as well. All right, guys, it's tucked in nice and pretty. And just so y'all know, that's sweat, that's not tears. I love my job. All right. So now we're gonna cut this excess off, so that way we can get ready to start tucking it in right around the edges here.
What kind of scissors you using?
These right here are some 10-inch WISS, WISS shears.
They fabric scissors?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely one of the best. We have some other ones that cost about 80 bucks a piece, but these I want to say were something around 20 or 30. Definitely a good buy. All right, so you can see how much material that I'm leaving off to be able to be tucked. It's not much, it's about a nice little finger. My fingers are fat, but it's about a fat finger amount. And we'll be using that, our little screwdriver, and we will be pushing this in here to the edge. And just so you kind of have an idea of where I'm pushing that in at, there's a little seam here, and we're just tucking it right down in there. You can kind of see the flathead goes right in there. So there's room for you to tuck that right down that seam. And that seam is all the way around, all the way around. And that's the process we're gonna be doing. Getting this thing tucked in. There is another little tool that I like to call my tuck tool. Can you grab it from over there, Junior? The little tuck tool, the little wooden handle.
Yeah.
All right. So this right here is what I call my little tuck tool.
Right. Up a little. Right there.
All right. And we can use this kind of help facilitate the material right in. And I think I'm gonna cut me off just a little bit more. So like I said, my fingers are a little fat. So I don't need quite as much here.
What happens if you cut too much off?
If you cut too much off, then you're gonna have to, because this is a stretch material, you can pull it out just a little bit to give you more to tuck in. But you don't want to make it too bald, because you want to have a good amount to press in there so it sticks. And that's going in there quite well. I'm gonna open this up because one side it's kind of over to one side here. So as you can see, it's going in beautiful. Nice little seam. Need to push it in a little more there, but it's beautiful. It's coming along real nice. We got about from here to here to do. what I'm gonna do is I'm separating because it's kind of off to one side a little bit. That'll allow me to make sure I get it tucked in from the center of both sides. All right, that's looking beautiful. Got a small little piece to do here on this inner side here. And again, it's the same process. Get that all tucked in there.
Where'd you get that tool from?
Actually, I don't even remember. I'll do the research and I'll put a link to where you can get this tool in the
Description below.
description below. Yes, indeed. Got a small little wrinkle right here that I'm trying to get out because I hate wrinkles. There we go, that's beautiful. All right, guys, there you have it. Black suede visor, all wrapped nice and beautiful with a mirror. All the edges are on point. Can't help it. It's headliner magic. Putting in that work. 2019 Chevy quad cab sun-visors. And we've done the headliner. I'll be showing you a picture of that at the end as well. Stay tuned for the Starlight update. Headliner Magic out. Headliner Magic. Just want to show you guys the finished product and what it will look like when you do yours. Follow my recipe on the video and you'll see beautiful results. All of your edges look nice and uniform. The mirror is all tucked. Nice, beautiful suede. No wrinkles. It's Headliner Magic. Follow us on Instagram at Headliner Magic, or hit our YouTube at Headliner Magic, or follow me and give me a like on Facebook, Headliner Magic. All right.